Will Hemi always remain 100% Bitcoin focused, or is there a possibility of natively supporting non-BTC assets in the future?
Good question. So we're right now, Hemi's focused purely on Ethereum and Bitcoin. So assets from both of those ecosystems through their respective tunnels to the Hemi network. And in the future, especially post BitVM, being able to move Bitcoin securely through the Hemi network to Ethereum. The much more interesting path is secure Bitcoin transfer through Hemi to the Ethereum ecosystem. But the focus right now is on just those two ecosystems. We do have interoperability protocols like Layer 0 deployed that do let people use dApps that interoperate across other L2s, other L1s in the ecosystem. So that's more in the dApp layer, but not the core protocol layer. In the future, though, the design, so the engineering to go from being an L2 to one L1 network to then being an L2 to two L2 networks, like we've done with Hemi with HVM, that's going from 1 to 2 is really hard. Going from 2 to 3 is a lot easier because a lot of the architecture pieces are already in place for that. So we could conceivably add other networks that are supported natively at the protocol level. More than likely, that would be done, though, through Chain Builder. And so you'd have different L3s in the Chain Builder ecosystem where, so if you look at Hemi, one leg is standing on Ethereum, one leg standing on Bitcoin. And in the future, you could have an L3 where one leg standing on Hemi, and then the other leg is standing on, say, Solana or Aptos or whatever. And so we could conceivably add additional protocols to the Hemi base layer, but that does add complexity, risk. It also means when any of those networks have a major upgrade, the Hemi L2 itself would have to upgrade, which is not ideal. And so more than likely, the architecture in the future we'd use to bring other ecosystems in natively would be through that, having L3s that touch one other ecosystem and basically bring assets and information from that chain into Hemi through being an L3.